It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Seahawks and the Eagles coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they enter play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
No score just yet in this first quarter of action, but we have the offense in the red zone as they've got it here 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive.
Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. To throw again is Wilson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was that. Last one was. Now on the other side, though, what... Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. Yeah, it'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Butker's kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because...
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert, albeit... Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Throwing is Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Let's go!
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Ellis. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Back to throw again. He sets to fire deep and unable to connect him. Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now... So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open open receiver complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Edwards to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back. The pitch.
The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football. Well, this one's getting good now. 4th quarter, tie game. This defense looking for a huge 3rd down stop. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And tight coverage there. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Here's Edwards on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
On 2nd down, It's Reeves. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
To throw is Edwards on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
"37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Wilson to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And throwing to start the drive. Edwards. He finds his man, complete. That's Reeves. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Edwards. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect.
Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. So this offense with a football in a pressure spot here. Overtime of this contest. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 139 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big 1st down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that 1st down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They get it done, but put this one in the win column. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.